Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It's a Saturday afternoon, an icy Saturday afternoon with squalls of showers coming through, so I suddenly have to start shouting over the rain. That is what's going on. I have to go and find the box, the new chapter tarot on the tarot table. We have a new chapter for Suits. It's streaming on Netflix. I did a reading on it when it started streaming a few weeks ago, and I got the sun for how it was going to do. Lots of popularity, lots of notice, lots of attention. Madame would be very pleased. And lo and behold, it's hit a record, a streaming record, according to Nielsen, of 3.14 billion minutes of watch time in a week, and that was the last week of June going into early July. So record breaking. But then along comes Sedan, and Sedan says, if you are the biggest agency in the world and you want your very, very high profile client to start getting some serious attention, the sun, you make a call to the streamers who always want your business. The next thing you know, the show is setting record numbers of streams, something it never did before. Myra is particularly pleased on Twitter with the record, crowing about it mightily. So we're going to have a look with the new chapter tarot. We're going to ask how well Suits is really doing. Really doing. How Meghan is perceived, how popular is she, how people view her acting skills. In the places where I tend to hang out on social media, she's been lampooned for her acting skills. I myself only watched half an episode of Suits many years ago, switched it off. She wasn't the thing that particularly offended me. It was more the setup of the whole thing that I didn't like, of a fake lawyer, strutting his stuff. It just seemed unethical. And I am quite an ethical person, so I didn't like the setup, so I stopped watching. So we're going to ask that. Then we're going to ask a little 5-card reading just to warm us up here today. I'm going to ask if the viewing figures, the streaming figures, have been inflated. There are anecdotal comments from people that I've picked up around and about of saying it suddenly popped up and started streaming even though they didn't click on the icon. There it was suddenly playing, and they quickly had to switch it off. That's anecdotal evidence. It's purely anecdotal. So that is what our reading is about today. The cards don't really okay. As I complain about them, they decide that they're ready after all. They've knocked the world askew. One more apparently. Okay, one more. Here comes Fluffy, as ever, the faithful cat, to watch the tarot reading. And let's see what's going on with the streaming figures on Suits. Is it a stitch up, to coin a pun? And 5-card reading, new chapter tarot. Let's see what's going on. You know the drill. It's tarot for fun and entertainment, or my opinion, or speculation. Archetypal energy that I read here. Disclaimer in the box below. We've got Princess of Wands as our underlying energy. She's the PR girl. Page of Wands traditionally in traditional tarot, but in this tarot deck, because it's a little bit woke, it's the Princess of Wands. And we know we have a princess, a fire sign princess, in the form of Meghan Markle, but the Page of Wands is about positive news, positive viewing figures. They need all the help they can get, the William Morris agency. They haven't so far been able to announce any big deals for Meghan. She's been a client of theirs for quite a few months now. She's still doing her pep walks, and they really seem to be scraping the bottom of the barrel with this. And here we go. We're talking about PR here. We're talking about the need for positive spin for a situation. She's not a star of Suits, 6 on the call list, as people like to repeat, but it's being put out as if the Suits is all about her and she's a star of it. Not at all. Other of the actors on Suits are doing quite unfortunate merching stunts themselves, so they have all kind of fallen from grace. And anyway, there we are. Apparently, I haven't seen, but I have heard promoting video games and things like that. Anyway, let's have a look at the overall situation. What are we dealing with here today? What's going on? And we've got the Three of Cups. That's your mates, calling in your mates and saying, you know, we do such good deals together, us here at the agency and you over there at Netflix, and we'd like to keep that arrangement. We'd like to keep it going, grease the wheels a bit. It's about calling in favors, the Three of Cups, for me here in this context. It's the friendship card, it's the celebration card, the party card, people you hang out with, people you're comfortable with, you get on with, you have common goals, the Three of Cups, because it's dreams and visions, but I think it's greasing the wheels here with that Three of Cups. So we'll see though. How well is Suits really doing on Netflix? I'm sure there've been lots of curiosity. Let's click on and see. But how well is it doing genuinely? How genuinely interested are people in it? Oh no, Ten of Swords, not doing well at all behind the scenes. Ten of Swords, it couldn't be doing worse. Really, that tells me that people are clicking on, oh, get a glimpse of Meghan, switch off. That's my speculation. That's how I'm interpreting that card. But the Ten of Swords is the card of ruin. And this card is coming up a lot. I have a mental note, in fact, more than a mental note, an actual note, to look at this card and what this Ten of Swords means for Harry and for Meghan separately. Because it's showing up in both of their readings an awful lot as an outcome card, Ten of Swords. And here it has shown up for Suits as something that is a failure, that people really aren't taking to it. They really don't like it. They're switching off. Whatever Nielsen is saying about the viewing figures. Apparently, sugars have been told to stream it and watch it on and on and on and on and on. So that, you know, might be affecting numbers and making it look like it's successful when it really isn't. But it doesn't get worse than the Ten of Swords. Really doesn't. How popular is Meghan? How is she perceived? Are people impressed by her? Is she doing well? Do they like her? What's going on with her as an actress? Nine of Wands. That's also not good. Nine of Wands is somebody who's embattled. They see through the PR, through our Princess of Wands here. The Nine of Wands is somebody who's really making their last stand, and people see this. They're not stupid. Everybody is now an expert in PR, very sophisticated when it comes to viewing, to reading between the lines, to knowing how they're being manipulated. Very, very sophisticated now. And so Nine of Wands tells me that they aren't impressed by her, they don't like her, and they see her as someone who is in a lot of trouble, somebody who is damaged, a brand that is damaged, because the Nine of Wands normally has someone standing behind a stockade with a bandaged head. They're wounded and they're making their last stand before they fall over. So there she is. It's pretty Meghan-like, the figure there in that Nine of Wands card. She's under siege as far as people are concerned. So they're seeing through everything. The really important card for the purposes of this reading is the one, though, about manipulation. Have the viewing figures been manipulated, inflated, fiddled with to make it look as if this is a record and that it's really popular? And we've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. That is someone who has got themselves out of a predicament. The Eight of Swords. I'm trying to see what's actually going on in that Eight of Swords. Yeah, okay, I do see. It's trying to imagine something, envision something fresh when the Eight of Swords is in reverse. Upright, you've run out of ideas, you're stuck, you're trapped, you're full of fear, you can't see the way forward, really suffering from dark thoughts about your future. And when the card is in reverse, you get an idea. It's almost Ace of Swords like. You get a new vision, you see the way out. and you think, I know what, this is the way out of the predicament that I am in. There is someone who's in a predicament. We've got someone who's a series that has hit rock bottom according to these cards, and a woman, the actress, who is perceived as being in a whole lot of trouble. And here in the hidden energy of the what's going on behind the scenes, I have the viewing figures being massaged. We're getting, let's try this. This is a new idea, a new vision for the way forward to get you out of this mess that we have seen here in the cards. And so I do think, this is my personal opinion, of course, I do think with that Eight of Swords in reverse that there has been some interference with the viewing figures to try and make it look as if she's doing a lot better than she really is. It's all about Meghan. It's not about the series itself. It was never very popular. It never streamed on anything like Netflix before. It's not even a Netflix series. But it does seem like there is a mate's kind of deal behind the scenes with the Three of Cups and the Eight of Swords in reverse to try and get Meghan out of trouble. Is it going to work? Is this situation, streaming Suits, going to raise her profile, make her more marketable, get her some big acting roles or some big deals? How's it going to go for her in terms of deals that the William Morris agency might be able to stitch together for her? And we got the Three of Wands in reverse. It's not going to help. That is a card of expansion and growth when it's upright. Your ship's going off and coming back laden with goodies. Traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, a little bit different artwork here, but it is about waiting for better days, hoping and expecting better days when it's upright. When it's in the reverse, things withering, failing, not bearing fruit, your hopes being dashed, giving up, waiting, your expectations not being met. That is the Three of Wands in reverse. So it does not bode well for Meghan Markle or for the agency that, according to this blind and also according to the energy of the cards that I am reading, is trying very hard to raise her profile, raise her status, and make her more desirable as a brand partner, a face of a brand, or from an acting point of view, something like that. Not going to work. That is your reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.